Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk about things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. In this video, I am going to share the must-knows, the things you must know before you start your manifesting journey. Are you ready? I'm going to pull out my little journal. I recently did a talk at a wellness fair, and I was teaching people how to co-create with the universe. And I wrote down a list of things that we really have to understand the root of manifesting and what the purpose is. And, really ask yourself, why are you doing it? Why are you here watching this video? And what I taught today in my talk, I did a live talk. It was awesome. I feel so good. I was a little nervous about talking in a room with people because I'm so used to talking to a camera. But it brought me back to my teaching days. And the first thing that I addressed in this talk was the why. So why do we manifest? We manifest because we want to alleviate our suffering, period. That is the main reason why people want to manifest. They want to feel good. They want to enjoy their lives. They want to have fun experiences. So they're realizing that, wow, I have this ability to create my own reality. And now I'm going to hop on YouTube and learn how to do it. And that's why you're here. So thank you for being here, number one. And number two, let's do it. Let's get you your dream life. Let's get you to not suffer. My goal is to help all of you suffer less. And that is why I'm here doing what I'm doing. I feel so called to do this. And I suffered in my life a lot. I went through the loss of my 2-month-old daughter, and it was hard. It was not easy. I was in anxiety and depression for a really long time. I was off and on antidepressants. I really had to dig deep and find, why did I go through this? What was the purpose of this? And how can I dig my way out so that I can enjoy? I'm still here. So how can I dig my way out to enjoy my life? Because I still have to be here and I have to figure out how to survive. So manifesting was something that was birthed through my loss and my grief, as I realized I'm suffering and I don't want to be suffering. How do I get from here to here? This is how you do it. So you first ask yourself the why, right? Because we don't want to suffer. The second piece that you need to know before you start your manifesting journey is it's a co-creation. So if you are somebody who's not quite sure if you believe in a higher power, which I'm assuming if you're on my channel, you already do, but there's some people that are like tiptoeing. They're like not really sure. They're seeing a little bit of magic in their life. They're thinking scientifically like, oh, my mind thinks that, of course, I'm going to see it now. So it's to each their own, but we have to have some sort of belief system in this higher power that it is listening to our thoughts and it is bringing us what we're thinking about. And we have to believe in that. And then we have to use it and we have to team up with it and say, okay, I believe in you. I'm going to start talking to you. I'm going to ask you to send me signs, send me 3 butterflies by Wednesday. And if you respond, then I'll be able to do this dance with you. And you start communicating, you start co-creating. And if you can see on my little chalkboard back here, it says co-create with Michelle. And your guides to manifest your dream life. And that was the little chalkboard that I had next to me when I was doing my talk today, because I wanted people to remember that we're not in control. We are not driving the car of our lives. We are under the power of the universe, and we have to work with it. That's why it's called dancing with the universe, because we have to learn the dance. And we don't want to suffer. So why not be here and be on YouTube learning how to do it, right? Okay, so in order to learn the dance, we have to figure out the how. That is the third piece. So the first piece was the why. Why are you manifesting? Second piece is it's a co-creation. This is something we have to learn about the universe. It is in charge of us, and we have to work with it. We have to ask it to help us. We have to communicate and ask for signs. And then the third piece is how. So how do we do that? What do we do? And the how is we first ask, we believe, and then we receive. Okay, so when we're asking, maybe we're journaling. I'm so grateful now that I'm making $10,000 a month. Or maybe we are putting on a vision board. We're putting up a vision board of us skiing somewhere beautiful or taking a vacation to Bermuda or wherever you want to go. But you're asking, right? That is the how. You're asking, you're putting it on a vision board, you're making it visible. And our brains are very, very tricky. So as soon as we ask for something, there's a little voice inside of us says, yeah, right, that's not going to happen. And that's the part where believing comes into play. Because after you ask, you have to believe it's possible. And if you have this deep-rooted fear that you're not worthy of good things and you need to punish yourself, you're going to struggle and you're going to choose the suffering over the joy and the happiness and the manifesting and the co-creating. And we all choose to suffer at different points in our lives, but at some point we have to move out of that. We're not meant to suffer the entire experience. You know, if we were to die tomorrow, how would we want to spend today? I don't want to spend it suffering and punishing myself. I want to spend it doing what makes me feel good, being around people that makes me feel good, you know, sharing and inspiring and just enjoying the experience. So I encourage you all to really ask yourselves, do you want to suffer? Or do you want to feel good? And if you don't want to suffer, keep watching. If you do want to suffer, peace out of here. We don't want that energy. Just kidding. No, we're sending you prayers and we love you. And we do not want you suffering. So more on the how. So we ask, then we have to believe it. Then we have to deal with our worthiness. Do we feel worthy of getting that money? Do we feel that we'll keep that money once we get it? Do we feel worthy of that loving partner who we want to attract into our lives? And we're saying on our ask list, like, I'm so grateful now that I feel seen and heard and nurtured and cheered on. And maybe my partner really, really listens to me with great eye contact and they ask deeper questions and they want to know what I like and how I function. So you really start believing that somebody's going to be that for you. And then the third piece of the how is receiving. So how do we set ourselves up to receive? We have to clear out space. If you've been holding on to anything from your past relationships, past careers, we have to move that out. We have to purge that energy, you know, clean out a junk drawer in your house, rearrange your closet for more space. If you want to welcome a new partner into your life, you start clearing out space, cleaning your energy. You're opening the door for more to come in once you get rid of the old. Okay. And then another way to receive is to start changing your routines. I talked about this in my previous video, is when we change our routines, we're telling the universe, hey, I'm open, I'm flexible, I'm willing to change my life a little bit if you're willing to bring me some good change, meaning your manifestations. Because if you want to manifest, listen up. If you want to manifest, you have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to maybe change a habit. You have to be willing to change your location. You have to be willing to change how you believe yourself to be. You have to be willing and flexible. So when you're learning these tools about manifesting and why we're doing it and how we do it and what to expect, these are all the things we really have to embody. We have to start integrating these lessons. We have to say, I don't want to suffer anymore. I'm going to co-create. I'm going to watch how this works. I'm going to ask, I'm going to believe, I'm going to receive. And then the last piece of this video are all the signs, the patterns, learning the intricate details of how the universe is talking to us, preparing us, and showing us that it's dancing with us. It is not abandoning us. You might think the universe is abandoning you, but it's not. It's just slowly moving things around you to open up space for you to receive. So some of these signs I've talked about in many videos. I'm going to recap them all right now. You ready? I'm just going to fly through my list. So the first one is synchronicities and angel numbers. If you are seeing these, you are dancing with the universe. It's saying you're in the flow, stay there, keep going. You don't have to look further at what these numbers mean. It's just a gentle little high five, a hug, a kiss from the universe saying, we're dancing together and this feels juicy and this feels good. Stay in this good vibration. Number two is hearing your desires all around you. If you want to get married, you keep seeing people getting married. You keep seeing people get engaged. You're looking at people at a park holding hands. The universe is going to show you your manifestation is on the way through these experiences. Number three, you are 100% going to have fear and doubt around your manifestation. You're going to fear that if you're manifesting thousands of dollars or millions of dollars at the lottery, you're going to fear being homeless and broke right before that money arrives. It's just part of the process. The universe wants to cleanse us of that fear because it's saying, no, we want you to feel so worthy of this, and we don't want you to fear losing it. So we're going to release all that fear before it arrives. Okay. So if you have fear of being homeless or fear of being broke, it's okay. It's a cleansing, it's a healing before you're about to receive the good. So remember that it's okay to have a little bit of fear that something bad might happen right before your manifestation arrives. And that's usually an indicator that it's like, ooh, it is coming, and I can sit with this fear. It's not real. These are just thoughts. Okay, number 4, you have exhaustion, which is natural. We're going to get tired. Our body's going to need to rest before this big excitement comes in. 5, darkest before dawn. We start to feel like literally nothing good is ever going to change in our lives. And what's the point of doing this? And I'm so sick of my life. I hate it. I'm so mad at myself for these past decisions. It's like your world just gets really dark for a day or two. And then boom, the manifestation arrives. Number 6 and 7. 6 is you're at ease. It's almost like a calm before the storm. 7, opportunities or odd requests. The universe starts bringing you these new places to go, these new people to hang out with, and say yes. If it feels good, go there, explore it, see why this person asked you to go to this coffee shop, see what comes of it. There might be a conversation that you have. You might be driving there and get inspired to go somewhere afterwards that might connect you to that manifestation. Number 8, loss. You might go through losing friendships, losing partners, losing jobs, losing your car, having to move locations. You might feel like the universe is stripping you of everything. And that's because it's about to bless your ass with something awesome, and it wants you to get rid of the old to welcome in the new. All right, number 9, seeing others with your specific desire. And this is kind of like the seeing it happen all around you. But it's more or less like somebody coming up to you, and it's almost like they're bragging that they got their manifestation, and that's something that you've been wanting, and you feel a little bit jealous. See the jealousy and be like, okay, I'm human. I'm going to have jealous thoughts, but I'm not going to keep it with me. I'm going to be like, oh, I'm feeling jealous. Michelle said, when I feel jealous, that means the universe is showing me that I'm next. So jealousy always equals I'm next. I'm next. So anytime you feel jealousy, it's the universe saying you're on deck. Okay. Number 10, people get curious about you. People start to wonder what you're doing. They see and feel your energy leveling up. And when we level up, it's the universe preparing us to receive the good, to receive the new job where we're going to have to be that different person to perform at that job. Well, people at your old job might feel you pulling away. They might be like, are you okay? Is everything okay? And you're kind of like, whoa, why are they asking me this? Do they know something that I don't know? They're feeling the energy before you get it. So just witness it and be like, all right, I see you, universe. Thank you so much for this little tip. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Number 11, which is my final one. It's an X test. So basically you will be challenged right before you take a new job, right before you start with a new partner. The universe is going to bring an old partner or an old job opportunity, maybe the old career that you just left. It's going to tease you and say, hey, here's this opportunity. Are you going to choose that? Or are you going to go for your dreams and for the best higher love partner or the best job? What are you going to do? It brings you a choice. Just like an ex coming back being like, hey, do you want to go get coffee? You do not entertain it. It is a choice. It is a test. The universe is saying, hey, are you going to step into the old version of you, or are you going to level up? So always see these opportunities from our past coming up as like a quick little choice. What are you going to choose? And I hope you are going to choose the manifestation that you've been like working so hard to receive, and you don't want to slow it down by entertaining that past vibration that no longer resonates with you. All right, lovies, I hope you like this video. All of these tools and tips about manifesting is something we need to know if we want to do the dance. We have to know why we're doing it. We are doing this because we don't want to suffer. We are doing this because we don't want to watch other people suffer. One of the things I mentioned in my talk today was that how hard it is to witness people that we love suffering, and they're choosing it over and over and over again. They're not willing to step out of their thoughts. They're not willing to change their eating habits, and they're not willing to do things to make themselves step out of that suffering. And we just have to sit and watch it. So how can we manifest a better reality for ourselves when we're surrounded by other people who are choosing suffering? And that was a big piece that I talked about today. And the way we do that is we focus on ourselves. We can pray for those people. We can wish good for them. We can just say, that person's angels and guides, please guide them. Universe, please protect them. Please change them into a person who will take action to better their existence and protect my energy from them. Keep me in my truth. Keep me feeling good and keep my manifestation flowing. Okay, so we do not want to get sucked into other people's suffering. We have to stay in our lane and keep our vibration high. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Get out there, ask, believe, receive. Learn the dance and keep it going. You are worthy. All right, I will see you in the next one. Peace out.